Hi, it's Nat from PACOP. Today on PACOP Clinical Bites, we are going to be looking at the full clinical assessment for the PACOP Outcomes Collection. The PACOP's Outcome Collection has three tools. There is the start and end details when you commence a resident on the Outcomes Collection. Then there is the full clinical assessment, which is what we're talking about today. And then there is the daily SAS monitoring tool, which is collected by the care workers. This is the full clinical assessment tool for outcomes. As you'll see, it has a O at the top, which is for outcomes, and it is also orange, which is also O for orange. So that's just some handy hints to make sure you're grabbing the right form. It is a simple one-page form that you'll see on the screen now. It looks like exactly that. It has the same assessment tools as the profile collection, apart from the Rockwood Clinical Frailty Scale, which has been removed, and we have added in the palliative care phase. We have the SAS, and the SAS is collected daily by the care staff and also as part of the full clinical assessment when it is completed by the healthcare professional. The problem severity score, the AKPS, the RAG-ADL, and the phase. How often do you need to do this full clinical assessment? Well, it actually depends on the phase. For a stable or deteriorating phase, the healthcare professional should complete this clinical assessment once a week. If the resident has been allocated an unstable or terminal phase, the healthcare professional should be doing the full clinical assessment on the resident daily, every day until such time as the resident moves into a stable or deteriorating phase, and then you can change the frequency back to weekly. And of course, with the outcomes collection, the healthcare professional always needs to be monitoring the daily SAS scores as collected by the care staff. In addition to the frequency of times that we've just discussed, you should also complete this when you commence the resident on the outcomes collection. So if you would have been using the profile collection, and from your assessment in the profile collection, you would have determined that the resident has palliative care needs and it was appropriate to commence them on the outcomes collection. So at that time, we say do your full clinical assessment, and that way you will be able to allocate the phase. And we know we need the phase because with the phase determines the frequency of the clinical assessment. The other time we say to do it is prior to and upon return of any hospital visit, whether that's a planned or unplanned hospital visit. It's just a really valuable time to do an assessment on the resident. And when they return from hospital, of course, to do another assessment on the resident so that we can then continue with our plan. In conjunction with the outcomes collection, we have an assess, respond, plan protocol, the ARP protocol, and that is really helpful to clinicians to work out what to do with the assessment scores when they collect them from the resident, how to respond and how to continue to plan to meet their needs. We have a lot of resources available to teach about the protocol, brief, comprehensive guides. We also have another clinical bite such as this to do with the assess, respond and plan protocol. And of course, you can contact any of the PACOP improvement facilitators at any time. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this PACOP clinical bite. And as always, more information is available on our website or by contacting any of us. Thank you.